Gautrain workers affiliated with the National Union, the United National Transport Union, are set to go on strike on Monday. The action follows a deadlock in wage negotiations. The union wants a 10% increase as well as a housing allowance of 1,600 rand. It has also demanded transport and night shift allowances. However, operating company Bombela has only offered an 8% salary increase across the board. Members voted in favor of a strike at a mass meeting held in Midrand. Now, for more on this developing story, we are joined on the line by Steve Harris, the General Secretary of United National Transport Union. Mr. Harris, a very good afternoon to you. Thank you so much indeed for joining us.
And good afternoon to your listeners as well.
So you and your colleagues have come to a decision to down tools tomorrow?
That's correct, yes. We continued negotiations on Friday afternoon till late, and yesterday till approximately 15:30, but we deadlocked and could not move.
Mr. Harris, what are the key issues here? What are the workers really crying about?
The key issue is, number one, the basic salary, the housing allowance, and obviously the night shift traveling allowance. And then a key element is incentive bonuses. Now, the employer is reneging to share its financial statements. They say it's private and confidential. They're not prepared to share their financial statements with the union or with the union negotiators. And it makes it very difficult for us under these circumstances to be able to understand and know exactly what is the affordability. However, managers are paid an incentive scheme. However, the company wants us to self-fund our own incentive scheme through taking a lesser salary increment and also through certain savings. And this is unacceptable to the employees.
Mr. Harris, I think it is common knowledge that right now, things are a bit tight for a lot of people. And you do also say that the company has not been open. It has not revealed its financial statements. On what basis are you seeking this 10% increase? And is the 8% offer that has been put on the table unrealistic?
The 8.5% salary, so it's not 8%, it's 8.5% across the board, which then just increases the current housing allowance of 750 by 8.5%. Now, you must understand that none of these employees earn those salaries to be able to find accommodation in the vicinity of where the stations are, where they have to work. Because of accommodation being so expensive in those areas, they've got to go and find accommodation elsewhere. So that means they've got to travel at long distances to get to work and back at home. And then they're expected to report for duty at 4 o'clock in the morning, and the last shift normally ends about 11 o'clock at night. Now, there's no transport available, public transport available that time of the evening. That means they've either got to make use of private taxis or they've got to make use of Uber. Now, you can imagine the cost of that implications to them. It's on that basis we believe, under the circumstances, that the demand of the employees is fair.
Now, you do say that talks deadlocked last night. What concessions, in your view, would be acceptable?
Well, first of all, if the employer is prepared to make a concession that we can start sharing in profits. We don't know what profits there are. They're refusing to share their financial statements with us. They say it's private and confidential. There is no law that forces them to share that with us. And they want us to self-fund an incentive scheme. Now, employees are prepared to work hard, and employees want to share in profits, as is the norm in the country at the present moment.
Are you confirming then that the strike is on, that commuters using Gautrain tomorrow will not have transport? And how long do you see the strike going on for?
Well, we're available 24 hours to negotiate, to try and find a settlement. So we'll continue to strike until the members decide or the company offers a more reasonable offer on the table, and we'll have to see how the members continue on from Monday. Our strike starts at 1 minute past 12 tonight, so there should be no trains running tomorrow morning.